What's up, guys? My lovelies. Thought I'd go live. See how everybody's doing tonight. See if I can share this out real quick. I won't be able to see your comments for just a second while I do it. Oh, there I am. Click on it just a second. I don't know. Hey. Hey, Sherry. I'm trying to share this out. I don't know why I look so dark in that other thing. Hey, Lisa. How are y'all tonight? Hey, Kirk. You can hear me. I was playing with a members only live stream a little while ago. Couldn't hear me through my computer nor my headphones, but you can hear me through my microphone. Hey, Helen. How are you? How's everybody doing? Just thought I'd pop in here a minute to say hi since I haven't been live in a long time. Oh. How's everybody's week going? Hey, Mary. Hey, Wendy from Colorado. My dad was actually in Colorado last night. I think he was. I'm not sure. He's been doing a biking around the West, and he's on the track back home. I just don't know exactly where he is. I did text him, but he may be somewhere where there's not a signal right now. That always worries me when he's somewhere without a signal, because I worry about him. Oh. Oh. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. Doing good. Hope you are too. So I just got done loading a movie for Friday. It's going to be mine and Kevin's 27th wedding anniversary. Hi, Angela. How are you? It's going to be mine and Kevin's 27th wedding anniversary, but we've actually been a couple for 30 years. We started dating when I was 15 and he was 17. So we've literally grown up together. Spent all my life with him. Thanks, Lisa. And I messaged him and I said, I want to do a Friday night movie on the 30th. Are you all right with that? But I figured he would be because he works so late on Fridays that I figured he'd be too tired to go anywhere or do anything. So, oh, sorry you're not feeling well, Angela. I hope you get better. Thank you so much, Kirk. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Thank you so much, everybody that's commenting. If anybody wants to come up in the chat, I put the link down there. Hello, how are you? Not sure exactly what your name is. Is it Sheriff something? Is it Batchercon? I always say your name wrong, I think. How are you? Hey, Thomas. Hey, Mary, Sherry. Have you? Yeah. I hope all of you are well. I'm just, well, as we say, oh, thank you. Congratulations to you too. Hey, Wendy. BatteryCon. Gotcha. Sheriff Buford T. Cletus. I love it. Hey, Bob. Oh, my goodness. My boys are in the bedroom playing video games. Well, no. Kyle's doing something. He's getting to where he's making designs on his computer lately, but I know Hunter's in there playing games. Kevin is still not home from work yet, or he's had to go to his mom's house or something. That's why I'm live. It's quiet in here in the living room. One day, I'm going to have my own YouTube room. Hey, Catherine. Oh, goodness, Helen. I didn't realize about the time difference. I'm so glad that you popped in for just a second anyway. I love talking to you. Hopefully one day I can come see you. maybe. If I ever get the money to go to the UK, I'd love to go. Love it. Ancestry just updated my Ancestry DNA stuff. And they did Kevin's updated. And it's not that your DNA changes, of course. I didn't make chicken roast tonight. But they get more educated about who lives in what areas. So mine has changed to 46% English and Northwestern Europe. I wonder if I deleted it. I have it on my phone. I might have deleted it. And then it was like 20-something, almost 30% Scotland. And the rest was Ireland, Norway, Sweden, and Germany. Y'all ain't from my hometown. I'm from Bama, honey. Hello, Carol. Yeah, gosh. You kidding, girl? Miss Helen, y'all got all kinds of cool cemeteries over there. Oh, well, hello from Florida. I think I got this at I forget the name of the store. I can see it. I think it's Cato's, maybe a long time ago. It's comfortable because it's been so hot and humid here, and they burn me up at work. I have to keep a fan running in my office. You've lived in Alabama 4 years. We know a lot of Fortners. You might be related. I don't know. I love the one from the last video. Oh, Be Wild Moonchild. I ordered that off Amazon, I believe. And it's comfortable. It's real soft. I made 3 videos Saturday, so I've got 2 more I got to edit and put out. Y'all ain't far from my hometown. Oh, okay. And so I got to work on those. I got some ideas for them. But I was talking, what was real interesting is I was talking about why I believe negativity could come in a graveyard. And I said, well, it was actually the first one I made that day. The one that I posted yesterday was actually the third video I made Saturday, because I did the nighttime, of course. But I did a lot of traveling because there was a lot of distance between those cemeteries. But yeah, I was talking about my thoughts, and I don't know why. I've never really thought about it before. It just kind of came to my thought right then of what to say, why a cemetery can have negative entities. I said, I don't know, that's just my thought, and my REM pod went off. So I was like, wow, does that mean they agree with me? Live in Ozark, Fort Rucker. Oh, cool. So my husband finally got home. He's on the phone. He's going to go in the bedroom. Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry, Angela. Be praying for you. I can only imagine. Bless your heart. You'll definitely be added to my prayer list, sister. Okay. And I'm going to put that link in there again. If any of y'all want to come up, you're welcome to. I'm not doing anything special with this live stream. I don't know how long I'll even be on here. I just thought I'd come in here and chat since I haven't in a while. I need to do some more ghost stories, don't I? I just don't know if I want to do them live, because when I do them live, they really hurt my throat. So I have to take breaks. So sometimes I do them already recorded. Yeah, I saw that on, I don't know if it was Instagram or what, Carol, about your poor dog broke his leg yesterday. And so were you able to carry him to the vet? Were they able to fix him? I was at that cemetery Saturday night. I was real scared when I pulled up. But when I got out, it wasn't too bad. You like my stories? Do you live near me, Carol? Oh, good night, Helen. It was great to see you, girl. I've been thinking, well, I used to write when I was younger, and my sister thought they were good, and she shared my stories with the vet. Can't see. Oh, okay. Well, my computer might do tricks here, y'all. You're in Iowa. Okay. Um, what was I fixing to say? I got off subject now. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the stories. I used to do some writing when I was younger, and my sister found some, and she shared them with everybody, and I was devastated. I didn't want anybody to see them because I was embarrassed, and I took them and ripped them up, threw them away. But I've honestly thought about writing some little fictional ghost stories and maybe putting them in an ebook or something. Yeah, sandwich in there, Kevin. Got pop-ups, and since my computer screen's broke, it does tricks just all over. Oh, I hope that's all it is. Um, Shorty stays, down here beside me, and you see his little head. He we thought he hurt his leg really bad one time, but in Shorty's case, he's a drama queen. If he hurts himself and just a little bit, he's like, oh. And he's just pitiful. Oh my goodness, I know, I'm telling you. Kevin, Sherry Knott says hello.
Hello.
He says hello. I don't know if you heard him. Oh, I hate that, Carol. But what we do? What can we do? We love our dogs like they were children. We gotta get them fixed up when they're sick. It's terrible. Kevin said something the other day. Don't know how much money he spent on Shorty all of his life. What is it, Copper? Did you hear him, Sherry? If not, I'll make it. I'll make him come over here in a little bit when he gets off the phone. I don't know what he's talking about. Hey, Aunt Susie, how are you? I saw Marie posted a video about her granddaughter's 16th birthday. I hadn't got to watch it yet. She seems like the cutest little girl. That voice. He's chatting to somebody about something. Yeah, our dogs are our favorite babies. Today was kind of crazy at work. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So Kevin keeps telling me he's going to carry me somewhere at night to this certain place, and he keeps backing out on me. I was hoping he'd hear me. But he needs to carry me there. Oh, yeah, it happens, Mary, huh? Excuse me. So, yeah, Friday night, we're going to watch a movie called Snow Beast. It's like pink and blue outside. It's really cool. You love Shorty. I love him too. But I just happened to come across that movie. I And I thought that might be a good one to put on there. And I think it might scare y'all, so make sure you wear your Depends Friday night. Oh, I didn't read it. I'll start with Susie. Oh my God, I fell for it. So, I never watched Westerns growing up, but Kevin did, obviously. But I don't know if y'all have ever seen the movie or the television show Cheyenne with Clint Walker. He's in this movie as a sheriff. The other people in it, I don't know. But yeah, the snow beast is evil. So it takes so long sometimes to edit those. Sometimes that's why I don't post one, because my computer screen does tricks, and then I have to edit with the computer screen messed up. So it's sort of like I'm recording it one time, editing it one time, having to read it. It's like 3 times I have to go through it just to post it. It's crazy. Thanks for posting the link, Thomas. But one of the videos that I'm fixing to put out that I did Saturday was at a very historic cemetery that I didn't even know was there, not far from where I work. And I had 2 people to tell me about it within the past week. Have you gone there yet? Have you gone there yet? And I'm like, wow, everybody knows about this place. I got to check it out. So it was pretty cool. And another place I went to, which was an hour away, was a cemetery where my grandparents are buried, my dad's mom and dad, and some of my grandfather's brothers and their wives are buried there. But another thing that's really cool is there are some graves of the I missed something, I think. Oh, there are some graves of unknown soldiers there. And in that general area, or, kind of around the line between Tennessee and Georgia and Alabama, were some skirmishes between the Confederate troops and Union troops that eventually led up to or culminated at Chickamauga Battlefield, which is sort of like my stomping ground growing up. It's kind of like my playground, because my dad carried us up there like about every other weekend because he loved it up there so much. So these soldiers died in one of those skirmishes near where my grandparents are buried. And 10, 12 of them, I can't remember exactly how many, but they're buried out there with a big Confederate flag. And it's always made me wonder about who were these men, because they couldn't send them home. They didn't know who they were, didn't know where they came from. So I've always wanted to go do spirit box there and ask them, where are you from, blah blah blah. So I got some interesting results. Oh, and y'all, I can't get up right now, but I got this great big boombox speaker that I recently bought off Amazon. So I hook it up to the SB7, and you can hear the voices really, really well. So that's going to be cool. Like sometimes on those SB7 things, I have to crank the volume up and edit in to hear it or slow it down a whole lot. Well, I can hear them just listening to it without doing any editing. I can hear what most of them are. And one of them, I asked where your home is, and you can hear a man say, "The grave." I was like, oh my God, I heard that really good. Yeah. They just never had closure. So, yeah, but I'm going to have to look through the evidence. It's going to take me a little bit to listen to that to see exactly what they were saying, because I asked them about their names, where they were from, different things like that, because ever since I found out they were there, that's just always been on my mind. I've always wondered about them. And, you know, it would be cool if I could come up with something. I think I even asked them if some of their descendants are still alive, could they say their name, you know? So I'm not sure exactly what I got. So Bob says he's some kind of relation to Jefferson Davis. That's really cool. I'm related distantly to Edgar Allan Poe and Louisa May Alcott. I have a great grandmother who was a Poe that supposedly is part of that family. There's supposed to be somebody in my family that's got this family tree book that did all the research that can tell you that. But the thing of it is, Edgar Allan Poe himself never had any children, so you know it was distant, like a cousin type thing or something. Yeah, weren't those angels pretty? I really like seeing stuff like that. They're really cool. But let's see, what else was I gonna say? But Louisa May Alcott, excuse me, my great grandmother, well, my great grandfather rather, was an Alcott, straight off the boat from England, from around Sherwood Forest. I wish Helen was still in here. She could hear, oh gosh, quit making him howl. He's doing that on purpose. But so you know, there's a lot of Alcotts out there. Kevin and Copper. Oh, really, Mary? That's good. Yeah, sometimes it's really like if you're watching our videos on the TV. Yeah. If you're watching the videos on the TV, it's hard to hear some of the voices and things sometimes. But if you listen on the phone or computer with headphones, you can hear them real good. Copper's barking and howling because Kevin just picked Shorty up. Copper is. Do y'all hear Copper? Kevin's petting him right now. Copper can't stand Kevin or any of us to show any attention to Shorty. It's all about Copper. Now they're both in his lap. You gonna stick your head over here and say hi? You ain't gonna break the camera. Poke your head down in here. There he is. There's my handsome hubby. Put your hand down here and say hi. You didn't say hi well enough.
I did, I waved.
You did. They didn't see your hand. Look at the comments. He don't look. I tried to get him to come into live streams on YouTube and stuff. And he don't, and you know how you have to make a little YouTube account to be able to comment or be an admin? He won't do that. He won't do it. I said, they would love to talk to you in the chat. I don't want to have you make one of them accounts. Mary says hello. Butterfly Kisses says hello. Thomas. Sherry Mary. Yeah, he's shy. He is. He don't like to be filmed. He just now got a Facebook. Lisa Howard says hi.
Delete it.
Why? Why? He's kidding.
No,
Why?
I don't need it. Already I got it to get on Marketplace.
Yeah, he only got it to get on Marketplace so he can see things selling local. He's just so private. Well, I don't know if I can turn this around. You can see the doggies. I don't even know if I can. I guess I can't. Well, I guess we're probably fixing to go because Kevin's probably going to want to watch his Western stories. Oh, he was watching this one show on Netflix. What's the name of it?
Beats me.
You don't even know what the name of it was. How did you know
Alone?
to Alone. That's what it was called. It was called Alone, and it was where these group of people were put on, was it when in Alaska where were they at? They were somewhere cold.
Yeah, it was like what is it, the coldest place?
North Pole?
Oh,
I don't know. It was like Alaska or somewhere. But they
Arctic.
were the Arctic, okay. Well, they had to fend for
Antarctica.
they had to be alone by themselves. They were given certain things like a first aid kit and some other stuff. They had to fend for themselves for 100 days. Whoever was the winner got $1 million. And yeah, he's been on Facebook for just a little bit, Mary, but I don't know. Bye, butterfly kisses. Have a good night. But so yeah, we'll say some people just sort of chickened out. Some people did a really good job of taking care of themselves, and so somebody had to be taken out because they got frostbite. Oh my God, it's crazy stuff. Is it a true story? It looked true. I mean, it was a TV show, so there was episodes. It was true. It was TV episodes. You had to watch all the way to the end, sort of like Survivor, to see who would win. It was a 100-day challenge, but it's caught alone. It's on Netflix. How many episodes were there? Do you remember?
I don't know. 7 episodes.
7 episodes?
Yeah.
He got addicted and came home and watched them like every night. So if you're into that sort of thing, you can watch that one. I got hooked on darn it, what was the one I watched? I shared it on social media. Yeah, they had to build their own shelters and everything. What was the one I was so interested in? Fear Street. It's a thing of 3 movies. There's it starts with 1994, then it goes 1978, then 1666, and then almost all the way through 1666 movie, it goes back to 1994 to complete the cycle. But it was really good. I didn't know I would like it, but I did. Oh, yeah. The Hill House one, Carol. Oh, my God. Have you seen Bly Manor? Because Bly Manor is the new one. They're all in. They're different characters. It's a different setting, different storyline, but they're all in it. Bly Manor is really good. It's as good as Hill House. It really is. Hey, Anita. Yes, several times. Yeah, Hill House is great. Bly Manor is great. I can't wait to see what they come up with next. I wish Mother was still alive that she could have watched them because she would have loved them too. You been watching Heartland? That's a good one. We got hooked on Justified when that was going on. I think we got hooked on that on Prime one time. So my channel will be 3 years old August 2nd. I started it August 2nd, 2018. And I think I posted my first video maybe the 16th or the 19th of August. So my mother died in January of 2018. And no offense to her, God rest her soul, but she was like taking care of a child. I'm sure Kevin can agree with me over here. So after my kids grew up and could take care of themselves, it was like I was taking care of Mom. And she was only, hey, Rosie, she was only like 62 when she died, but she had a lot of health issues and some bad things happened to her. Hey, Sherry. Long story. I won't go into all of it. It was pretty rough. But after she passed, I had a lot of extra time on my hands, and I thought about, pursuing the paranormal. I thought I'll do that. Because Mother was kind of into that with me. So that's when I started doing that. Kevin carried me to a few cemeteries in Scottsboro. he carried me to Langston Cemetery, the one that y'all saw the nighttime video I just put out there. He carried me to that one that day. So that was my first outing to do paranormal stuff. That was before I had equipment or anything. I had a camera and a tripod. And I didn't have anything to hold the camera, so I had it on that big tripod. And as I'm walking around, you can hear my tripod going clunk, 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 clunk. So some of my earlier videos are like, oh Lord. Kevin says they were raw. Say it again, Kevin, louder. Say it again. Say it again. He won't do it. He's got a mouthful of sandwich. Say it again. Say raw. I said they were raw. They was raw. And I feel like she's with me too, Mary, when I go places. I told Marie one time that I bet she's with me because she's probably too upset at me for some place I go. Marie said, she probably is. I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, but there were some weird things that happened before Mom died. So she fell. She was kind of homebound because her back was so bad. Her spine had completely deteriorated, and she could get out of the bed, but she couldn't stand but just a few minutes. So she never did have any kind of spine surgeries done when she should have. That would have helped. Anyway, yeah, she fell. What really done her in is she fell Christmas Day in her bedroom trying to get between the bed and a set of Chester drawers, and her arm got hung, and she was all messed up, just all messed up. So it wasn't healing. She went to the doctor. No, I carried her to the hospital, to the emergency room that Christmas Day, 2017. Kyle, can you turn that down, please? I'm live on YouTube. So, anyway, so she fell on Christmas Day, and hurt that arm, carried to the emergency room, and then she went back to the doctor for one of those checkups, and she I'm saying them, and it's getting me off the subject. But the doctor said it's not healing the way it should, and you're going to have surgery. Well, she was really worried about that, and I was too, because she was told she couldn't have back surgery because she smoked and stuff. And they were afraid to put her to sleep, and her weight was pretty high and that sort of thing. Well, I took her to the hospital to have her arm fixed, and I was there really early in the morning until really late in the afternoon, and the doctor came and he said, all right, she's had her surgery. He said, I did find a lot of blood clots. My first thought was, did they give her any blood thinner? Because I was so worried about blood clots. Dad almost died from a blood clot from one of his surgeries. And hey, Wayne. So anyway, we were in the hospital room, and she was recovering, and she looked at me. She said, something's not right. I said, what do you mean? She was just looking at me. Something's not right. And she says, I don't think I need to be going home. I said, why are you saying that? Well, she wouldn't tell me. Well, before all that, she knew she was fixing to pass. Even though she hadn't had the accident yet or nothing in November, she knew she was going to pass. And I don't know how, but I think she knew. So me and her always talked about weird stuff happening with her, weird stuff happened to me. We always would talk about that. But she said that I was really, really sick that Thanksgiving, and I wasn't going to cook anything. She got really upset. And she said, I've never had a Thanksgiving where I didn't have somewhere to go or the food or whatever. Well, it made me feel really horrible. So As sick as I was, I got up, made the food and everything. Because I'm thinking, what if the last one? You never know when the last time, no matter how old or young your family is, you always think, could this be the last one? Because you never know. So I fixed her everything and then invited her over. I got out my record player and I started playing all her old Christmas records, and I had the tree decorated. And she said, and I had it done up with the bubble lights. She always liked bubble lights. And she said, so why did you decorate the tree? And she was fishing to see, and I know what she was fishing. She knew something and she was trying to figure out if I knew it. I know that's what she's thinking. I know. And I said, well, Mother, I always kind of had my tree ready by Thanksgiving. But it was all of a sudden I was getting, the whole time she was there, I had these urges to do things. I said, Mother, stand by that tree and those bubble lights. I need to take a picture. And then I pulled out those Christmas records. And then something told me, she was sitting on the couch, something told me, snuggle up beside your mom. I hadn't done that since I was a teenager. So I said, we're going to listen to these records, Mama. And I got over there and I got on her arm for her to hug me. And she rubbed my back like she always did. And I thought, man, I don't remember feeling this since I was a kid, But it was really weird. And then I think when I carried her home, saw this like hush copper, saw this like blue and black butterfly. Y'all probably seen them. They're kind of little, They're kind of little. Anyway, flying around and at her house. But it was flying up to me and around me. And she was standing up on her porch at this moment. I said, Mother, look at this butterfly. And she's standing on her porch going, like she was in terror. She was just, and her eyes real big. I said, what's wrong with you? She never would say nothing. She was just in terror. Well, then when I got home, not really like she was scared, but I guess like she was in shock. Well, when I got home, another one of those flew around me at the back door, and I had told her about it. So anyway, by this time, she'd fell Christmas Day. This is all before she fell and everything. So we're in the room after surgery, and like I said, she was saying something wasn't right. She said she didn't think she needed to go home. Well, I don't know if I was like in the bathroom. I don't know where I was at. Maybe I went and go get us something to eat. She said that the doctor had already came in and released her and took her down a walk. And I was like, I was wanting to talk to him. There was stuff I wanted to ask. Well, they let her go, and I carried her home, got her, I stopped at the drugstore, got meds, carried her home. And she said, she called me. Well, she was having trouble going to the bathroom by herself a little bit, but her boyfriend was there with her. And I got her in the bed, and I said, are you okay? Because she had such a hard time. I said, you're really scaring me. She said, I'm fine. I won't never forget. She loved candles. I love candles. And she wanted me to turn on this little candle that was above her bed. It was a little battery-operated candle. And I leaned over and accidentally landed on her stomach. She went, whoa, like that, made a little noise. And we were laughing about that. And I had that candle turned on. And she called me that night. She said, now, what is it I'm supposed to do every so many often? And I said, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. And she said, okay, about moving her arm. And when she needed to take her meds, because I was calling her like every 2 hours to make sure she took her meds and stuff. And I called her, and see, I had gone without sleep because even though she was in the hospital, she would not let me sleep. They were giving her stuff to try to put her to sleep. She wouldn't go to sleep. So I was exhausted. I was beyond exhausted. So I think I called her about 10 to make sure she took her meds, and then I nodded off to sleep in the bed. And then Ronnie called me, and he says, you might want to come over here. He said, she's fell on the floor and she won't get up. Well, I thought about 11 something. Okay. Well, hey, Ash Marie. Well, I thought she fell again. That was my thought. So I'm like, oh my God, let's hurry up and get over there. And he said he'd called the ambulance. So I'm busting in there. And I said, Lord, what's she done now? And I'm walking in the bedroom. And I can't see her very well. It looked like they had her in the floor or something. All I could see was the dark of her hair, like that. And I said, "What's going on?" And they said, "You don't need to be in here to see this." And I was like, "She fell, didn't she?" I said, "Did she hurt herself that bad?" And they wouldn't answer me. They wouldn't look at me. And a guy got me to come out of the room, and he starts asking me questions because I guess Ronnie was probably too much in shock too. Well, no, she fell out unconscious out of the bed and never woke up. So they're in there doing CPR on her, and I'm freaking out. And they wouldn't let Kevin come into the house even much, just sit right there at the door. And so I just sit down and I start praying. And he says, "Why don't you leave and go to the hospital and we'll be there?" So we found out after the fact they did CPR on her for an hour and brought her back. And I wish they'd let her go then, because her poor old body went through so much after that. They carried her down to the hospital for pain, and her eyes were open, but she wasn't there, and she was having seizures really bad. So they're like, "Okay, well, Gaston's where she had her operation. We're going to send her back there." Yes, my mom. And you might can listen back later, ask Marie to hear the whole story, but or the beginning of it. But yeah, they rushed her there. This was back in 2018, January 2018. And so they rushed her there and put her in this ICU unit. And her eyes were open, but they were already glazing over like she was dead, but she was alive. And we were trying to figure out if she was brain dead or not. And they kept saying, "We'll figure out something tomorrow." And it was just a big, long, drawn-out thing. Well, Jennifer spent the night there to let me sleep because I hadn't had no rest. And Jennifer said she cried all night. And when she woke up, she said it looked like Mom had been crying, like her eyes were really swollen. And water was just pouring out of her nose, out of her eyes. And we were asking them, can she hear? Is she crying because she hears us upset? And they were trying to say no, she don't know anything. But I've had people tell me sounded more like she had one foot in this world, one foot in the next, and she was somewhere in between, more than likely. Well, at one point we did decide to just turn her off and let her go because Jennifer works in the medical field and she's used to seeing patients like that. I was not. And especially to see my mother in that shape, it was like a horror movie to see her like that. It was very traumatic for me. And when I had her listening to Christian music, soothing music, I'd put little earbuds in her ears like she could hear it. When we let her go, I was telling her, me and Jeff are going to be fine. We're going to be all right. And just this peace fell over her, And it was a peaceful passing at that point. But I don't know if she was upset, if she could be upset, if she did have enough brain to hear. See, the thing of it is we don't know how long she went without oxygen before the paramedics even got there to bring her back. So, I mean, they should have just let her go. I mean, I appreciate and we love and appreciate our rescue team here. We really, really do. But even her brother was like, "I wish they'd just let her go. That hour's too long. She's already gone." So, Jennifer, before we let her go, Jennifer was up there sitting, and I was like a crazy person. I'd come back to Rainsville, and I was running around the funeral home. Okay, well, I had life insurance on her, and I was like trying to think about, okay, who do we need to do what? And I've never planned a funeral before, and I don't know what I'm doing. And even when we went to the funeral, she didn't go to church, but I did at the time, and I got my pastor to preach over her, but he didn't know the woman, He didn't really know what to say, and he told me, like at the last minute, the one of the funeral director says, "Well, sometimes the family gets up," and I was going to sit down and write out something, but so many people were coming in, I didn't have time, so I just stood up and said some words about her out of my heart. And the preacher got up and said some stuff. And he told me after the fact, he says, I'm so glad you said stuff. He said, I prayed on what to say. And the things you said about her was what I felt led to preach about. So that was good. And, but yeah, it was a long drawn out ordeal. And it was, I saw Thomas posted my paranormal movies link. So I was saying we had movies. I had nightmares for the first few days about her being green and terrifying with nails coming after me because I let her die and she was cutting me with her nails. It was horrible. And I remember saying it out loud to Kevin. I said, I had this dream. And then after that, I didn't have the dream anymore. So I always think, sometimes was that something trying to give me nightmares and mama kicked its butt or what happened? Yeah, she is. She's so much better now. Her body was in such bad shape. And that's what always worries me and Jennifer about our backs because Jennifer has that deteriorating disease too. And I don't know if that's some of what I have, but literally the doctors told Mother they didn't know how she's walking at all because her spine was gone. It just was gone. So, anyway, didn't mean to go into all that, but I guess it's a good thing. It kind of tells you how I got started with my channel because I was always going to her house and she had to have help taking showers even before that accident happened. So, but on a good note, Jennifer lives in her house now. I remember that candle when she took the candle down out of the window. Oh, that about killed me. And I'm going to tell you something that's going to rip your heart out. When Jennifer was painting the house, she said there was a really dark spot on the wall, like a black thing where Mother had used the wall to get up and down. And she was painting that main room. And she got to that spot and she couldn't do it. And Dave, he was so little then when she bought the house. And she said, Dave, can you paint that? And he's such a thoughtful, loving child to be as little as he is. And he told her, he said, I don't even know if I'd say it. He said, don't worry, Mama, you're not erasing Granny. Oh my goodness, I don't mean to cry. But but I just thought, my gosh, I wanted to just hug little Dave. He was so close to my mama. My mama watched him a lot. But he just said, don't worry, you're not erasing Granny. Oh, such a sweet little boy. But anyway, Mother would be, gosh, she'd be so proud because Jennifer took such good care of that house because it was in bad shape. Mom was there. And what's really funny is Daddy was the one that ripped up the floor in the living room and replaced it. And I told Mother's boyfriend, well, he had moved out by then, and because it was Mama's house, and I told him, I said, Mother would get a kick out of knowing that Dad was in her house replacing her floors. Yes, generating this disease. It's spondylosis or something like that. Whatever it's called, that's what they got. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, when it's fall, I get really sad because if I get me something pumpkin at Walmart, I buy one for Mom. Oh, Mama's gonna love this, and then I'd run by her house on the way home and give it to her, and that was really hard. And then she loved Hallmark Christmas movies. We started a group, she and I, on Facebook called Christmas Anytime, and we'd always post Christmas stuff. Mom would say, oh, this movie's coming on tonight. Have you watched this movie? And so that was what she died January, I want to say 25th or 15th. I always get that confused. Of 2018 is when Mama died. And I'm just now getting to where I could watch a Hallmark movie. But Thanks, Carol. She was not the funnest mom to have growing up. She was not. But the last couple of years before she died, she changed a lot. But if you go back after this post, it's probably going to take a while for StreamYard to get it all into YouTube when I'm done. But I talk about the strange things that happened before she passed. Because it was, I mean, she knew she was going to go. Oh, and another strange thing to tell you about how she knew she was going to go. For the last few years before she died, I started having Christmas at my house and invited mom and dad, even though they've been divorced since I was 7. And they both would come, and it was great. We had pictures made together as never had pictures made together. Oh, and it was awesome. And he was dating Joan then already before Mama died. And I didn't see it, but Joan told me about it after Mom died. She said, she said before she left that day for that last Christmas, she got up and hugged your dad. And he said, what was that for? And she said, well, you just never know when the last time you're going to see someone is. So that's crazy. Hi, Modest Moon Gazer. Sorry if I missed anybody that came in. But, yeah, and so that was really weird. So, but yeah, I think she knew she was going to go, and she must have thought I knew too. And it was weird. I guess I kind of did, but she and I both knew we had like something with the supernatural going on where we knew things. But that's how Jessie's Histories and Mysteries got born. She and I liked watching paranormal stuff together when she'd come over here for a visit. And then I had that extra time on my hands, and I'd watch YouTube. I'd watch the same people y'all watch. And I told Ken one day, I said, I could do that. Or I'm going to do that. I'm going to try it out. So I tried it out. And anyway, so anyway, I don't know what else I could say. That's all I could think of. Oh, well, I'm sorry I bawled on y'all again. I think, this is twice I bawled on y'all this week. I am an emotional person. I don't bawl for sympathy, as some would say. I'm just an emotional person. But, so that's how I got born. But, I do have, y'all know I have back issues, but I get out because if I stay home, I gotta walk. I can't stay home and get stiff. You know what I mean? I get out, I get my walking in when I do my videos. As long as I don't do too much. You know what I mean? Hi there, how are you? I'm going to say your name wrong. Vera Diana? Did I say it right? Vera Diana? Hello there. But, so anyway, that's, I'm trying to think if anything to go with that. But yeah, I like the walking. The walking does help the back, and that's what my doctors want me to do. So I do my walking by filming, and my sister loves that I do that because she always would gripe that I sat around too much. So I just can't, sometimes when you're filming with friends, they want to do a whole bunch of one day, and I can't, I just can't without hurting. But, I could do a little bit one day. So, oh, well, I hope I didn't make any of y'all cry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? So, I'm thinking about putting a little something together for my 3-year anniversary on Facebook, YouTube, but it'll just kind of depend. I kind of want to get the other videos out to you. But, so anyway, if y'all came in just now, I did do a story about my mom that took a little while to tell. So if you missed anything, like I said before, it'll take a little while for StreamYard to fully put it over into YouTube. It might be really late tonight or it might be tomorrow, but you should be able to go back and skip through what you've already heard or whatever to get to there. I don't know. But I guess I'm going to end this live stream right now so Kevin can watch his Western stories. He's over here looking at TikTok right now. He said Kevin's fixing to go to bed. Kevin is a TikTok addict. He needs some help. Listen to him. His phone's down over there. He'll even be in. Kevin, come here. I want you to do something for me real quick. No, you've got time. Come here. I want you to do something real quick before they go. I want you to do something. No, come here. Stick your head in the camera. I want you to do something. Come here. Come here. Do it for. If you're not gonna do it for me, do it for them. Come here. I want you to do something. Come here.
No.
Yes, I want you to say something in the camera.
I'm not talking like Donald Duck.
What? No, I don't mean talking like Donald Duck. Come here. Please, just come here. It's gonna be fun. Come here. Yeah, come here. Look at the camera. Look at everybody watching.
I see.
No, picture. Get in here, Kevin.
What?
Yeah, they're all saying, come here. Look all the way in. Say hello.
Hello.
My name is Kevin Kroll.
Wow.
Say, my name is Kevin Kroll.
Wow.
And I'm a TikTok addict.
I'm not a TikTok addict.
And addicts deny being an addict.
You're a YouTube addict. So
No. Hey, I'll admit it. Hey, I admit it.
I do that to calm down.
He does that to calm down. I do YouTube to calm down. What you talking, Willis?
Oh, you calm a lot.
He said, you should be calm a lot then. Oh, I kept y'all on here long enough. It's right at an hour. I know some people go for longer, but I should be chill all the time. Oh, my gosh. Well, I'll let you guys go. It was nice hanging out with you. Sorry for getting all emotional on you. That wasn't even my intention tonight, but but if the story helps somebody, I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. God was on the thing that got me through it. Yeah. If you don't have a spiritual life of some sort, then when something happens, you're just really going to go to pieces. So I'm not here to preach. I'm not here to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't believe, because I'm open-minded to, different beliefs. But just some sort of prayer, love and light, positivity, meditation, something to help you get through the bad times. Kevin says Hakuna Matata. Oh, yeah, talking about Willis. I say that all the time. What you talking about, Willis?
I learned that the other day. You better not say that if you go over yonder where they come up with.
Oh, well, anyway, sometimes I say, well, you talk about Willis and people don't get it. It's like me and Kyle, we're movie addicts and we quote movies all the time. And they're like, isn't that right, Kyle? People don't get our movie references.
Y'all ain't addicts, y'all freaks.
Kim says we're not addicts, we're freaks. Anyway, good night, everybody. And I hope you have a good week. And I'll get to working on posting those other 2 videos for you soon and try to go out and make some others for you soon. So good night, everybody. Love you, my lovelies. Have a good one. Oh, and my computer's acting up.